Hey guys, my name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. Today we are watching season 4 episode 10 of Legacies. This episode is called
Story of My Life.
With Kaylee Bryant leaving the show and leaving the show due to suspected mistreatment on set and specifically from the showrunner. I've definitely grappled with the decision to continue making these videos or not. Ultimately, the way that I feel right now is that if Kaylee did leave because of Brett Matthews, the showrunner, that's incredibly unfortunate. And this show and like this universe, not necessarily like Legacies, even though I don't like consider it 100% canon to the Vampire Diaries universe. This universe means a lot to me. I really absolutely love the Vampire Diaries universe. B, the connection that I found with you guys through watching this show is something that's really special to me. And if I stop making these videos, I'm just letting Brett Matthews take away a source of happiness from another person. I'm really not married to this decision. Like I said, I've been grappling with it quite a bit, so I'm very open to hearing your thoughts and criticisms. I also think that people watch my videos because they watch Legacies. They don't watch Legacies because they watch my videos. So I don't necessarily feel like I'm promoting the show or driving viewership to the show, if that makes sense. I also just think that a lot of the other YouTubers that are going to continue making reactions are people that aren't really going to feel the loss of Kaylee that much. And while Kaylee definitely deserved better than the treatment it's suspected that they received on set, they also deserve better than to just fully be forgotten in this universe that they really love and care about and that they were a part of for 3.5 seasons. I will feel Kaylee's absence and Josie's absence watching this show. So like I said, very open to y'all's thoughts on this. I definitely don't feel the same excitement to watch this show as I did on December 16th before all of the news broke that Kaylee was no longer going to be a series regular. But yeah, if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe. Let's get watching. Oh, we're at Whitmore.
To think supernatural forces or alien life do not exist in some form or fashion is both short-sighted and deeply narcissistic.
I really vibe with that statement. I go on this rant a lot about how there's literally no way that we have discovered everything that exists scientifically at this point in the year I don't even know what year it is, 2022. And so there's a lot of stuff that would maybe be considered to be supernatural by us right now that 400 years from now is just going to be a part of life because we'll have made science and technological discoveries. So I vibe with that. Anyways, here's my bestie, Danielle. She always looks so good.
As we remain here, we are the leaders of our respective factions.
Didn't Finch stay behind to be the new alpha while Jed was hurt?
We've got to take care of our own before we lose anybody else. Caleb had to go home.
Oh my god.
And he can't come back while Ben's here. So
Caleb's not going to be on the show for a while either. What happened to season 3 when they literally didn't have enough students to run a school?
I do not consider Ethan a friend anymore.
Everyone's like, damn, Trouble in Paradise?
Trouble in Paradise.
Let's face it, we're screwed.
One thing that I love is that while I saw a lot of spoilers for this episode on Twitter, I did not see one thing about these 3 men on Twitter because no one cares.
It's still here.
What is that? That either looks like those things in The Princess Bride in the little cave, or the things from Troll 2, which is one of the most hilarious movies on earth.
Myths are but one discovery away from becoming our reality.
One discovery away, yep. Like, I really vibe with that.
Why bring this to me instead of your headmaster?
Oh, Dr. Saltzman and I had a fight, so.
Extraordinary! Someone's inside, and miraculously they're alive.
Trust me, it'd be much more of a miracle with Lizzie Saltzman. We're dead.
His are so funny to me because, like, I'll be on Twitter and they'll be like,
Hope Michelson was so down bad for Lizzie in this episode.
and then
It'd be much more of a miracle with Lizzie Saltzman. We're dead. I did a sleep spell on her, and I'm waiting for her to starve.
like, not only did Hope kill Lizzie once, she is sticking by that decision and still trying to kill Lizzie again by not letting her go through transition.
Well, my humanity is off, so.
Like, why did she tell them? Why doesn't she just like give a little smirk like, sorry, I'm just built different. She just keeps getting tricked.
This is a chambre de chasse.
That's French for a stupid witch escape room.
Witch's cookbook.
Like, that's a pretty shot. Very much giving floating candles in Harry Potter.
She's been very depressed since Josie left.
Me too, Finch, me too.
Last night you said something about monsters were the least of our problems?
Because they're nothing compared to gods. Our people loved the gods. And I was the proof of that love.
Is this like a Percy Jackson situation?
Asher, my best friend and lover, fell ill.
Why do I get the feeling like this story's about to ruin my day?
Me, that time Lizzie had dived into Finch and ended up in a hospital in the memory.
I'm glad you're here, my little goldfinch.
Oh, I already know this is gonna be fucked up.
You'll know exactly what to do with me.
I know submissive behavior when I see it.
If knowledge of the supernatural world is what you seek, then you must help me to open this.
Wait, so did Hope let Aurora go to put Lizzie in this?
Curse my delicate hamstrings. I may not have been fast enough.
Oh, she's getting right into business.
I'm so gross.
Does she need to make herself a daylight ring? Or do heretics not need them?
Oh my god. Thanks. Right after I kill Hope Michelson.
And how are you gonna do that?
I made more than one state.
Miss Keisha, oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Is he dead? I don't know why that like didn't resonate with me.
Let me in. I be the IGGY.
Getting out is always about getting to the root of your problems.
Like, is it gonna be a single one of these keys?
You've always been my problem.
You're lying.
No, you're giant. And this time I won't lose my nerve. Vampire powers are so fun.
She's so cute. I'm so excited that Jenny Boyd is gonna be at Super Squad Con. Like, there's definitely must be some part of Lizzie that's a little bit sad to have turned into a vampire, but also I feel like she's kind of always wanted it for a while. Because first of all, in that episode, the musical episode, she thinks that there's like this thing that fixed her mom. Like, her mom used to really be struggling, and that thing is that her mom became a vampire. And it also prevents the merge from having to happen. Also, I just know Lizzie likes the idea of being young forever.
I am a desperate man.
Seeing Matt Davis still on this show while Kaylee Bryant is not, it actually makes me want to...
I'm okay. Literally gonna get violent.
It's infuriating.
I'd march right up to the god's palace or whatever and be like, dude, are you my dad or what?
That's exactly what I did.
Are you my dad or what?
That's exactly what I did. By the time I returned with the fire this world would come to know as magic, Ash was dead.
So that's how magic ended up in this universe.
I can't accept.
All of this, and they hadn't even asked if he wanted to stay. I love that his shirt got all stabbed up and it just looks like Yeezy now.
The blood of a god flows through my veins. Magic cannot hold me.
I love how it always sounds like they're just biting into an apple.
Most vampires make that seem a lot less painful.
Okay. Yeah, they literally can't kill anyone on this show.
I literally can't kill her. And I won't lose my nerve.
I feel like that face is just the face that Danielle makes as soon as they say cut.
They're the same picture.
How did Hope get out?
Oh, Ben, yeah, he just waltzed through that barrier because he's a freaking demigod.
Oh, so they literally used the word demigod. If ripping Buffy off wasn't a success, then they can just go straight to ripping off Percy Jackson.
You know these are made out of wood? Ben's lucky he's not a vampire.
But MG is. And I've just sent him to find the monster.
Like, this doesn't even stress me out because obviously they're not going to kill MG. He's like one of 3 people left on this show. Also, they just don't kill anybody. No, because what is that?
Technically, I'm a heretic. The bybrid to your tribrid.
Bybrid?
Whose blood was in your system when you died?
Beats me. Whatever vampire donated their blood to the school's first aid kits.
It was my blood. Which I'm guessing means you're sire to me.
Lizzie would have known that that was Hope's blood because they've used it to heal vampires from werewolf bites before.
It's not the only thing missing.
Hope asking her to do that is so funny.
And I make the rules. Remember?
I'm the one who gets to make all the rules.
Hope is so over it.
He must get back to the school at once. The monster squills are made of.
The monster's quills are made of gunshot.
I mean, that looks dope, but what's it gonna do?
It's to protect Ben, so long as he wears it.
Honestly, sick piece of jewelry.
Booyah! I know submissive behavior when I see it. You nailed it, Cleo.
Cleo-Jed friendship is one of my fave things right now.
It looks like it's thanking you.
Aww, I love ugly friendly creatures.
Immortality is a bitch, huh? I mean, not really, but I am. Sorry, tiny angry dude. Whatever you two are, I want no part of it. Not an option, apparently. It's time to get high.
What the hell is she?
So she was just taking that class because she was trying to figure out what she is, correct?
But I've come to prefer Ben. Simple, like Jed. I like simple.
I thought it sucked to be 1,000 like Klaus, but this guy's been alive for like over 5,000 years. Respectfully, I would decline that opportunity.
Truth is, as powerful as being the tribrid makes me, I've been waltzing into traps.
She just keeps getting tracked.
Well, my friends are gonna come looking for me the second they find out what happened.
Not if you do what I tell you.
That's so rude.
Did you see how he teleports? I think we may have finally found out what Ethan's monster side is.
Can't stop thinking about Ethan.
I was gone for like 5 minutes. And that is the ugliest emotional support animal I have ever seen.
My mom when I bring Charlotte home.
Lizzie, where have you been?
Baby, I'm not even here. I'm a hallucination.
Damn.
You should probably sit down.
You think he bought it?
Like, we didn't even get to see that conversation.
I haven't even gotten my head around being immortal, much less being immortal and on a suicide mission.
Love a good oxymoron.
On second thought, hold those drinks. Because we're gonna need 3 wishes instead.
He's hot.
And you've come to the right place.
As much as I hate to admit it, that was a pretty good episode. I think there was a lot of good lines in there. They definitely love to try to hit everyone with as much little one-liners as they possibly can, but the writing was pretty decent. I still think that the quality improvement that we saw in season 4 seems like it's stuck around, with a few exceptions. I definitely have some questions right now, especially with this whole gods thing. Ben being cursed to have the monsters come after him. I don't really understand how that plays into, or how that, how that plotline can coexist with the Malivore plotline that we just had for 3 seasons, because if all the monsters were going after Ben, then why were all the monsters coming after the artifacts? Did monsters just start coming after Ben again because Malivore was just killed? I don't know if this counts as retroactive continuity, but like, I definitely have questions about how it all fits together in retrospect. And also, like, there's just a lot of stuff that, like, they need to show us. First of all, where in the timeline did Lizzie have her conversation with Josie that was, like, in her head or whatever? When I watched that scene, I thought it was Josie, like, going kind of, like, internally, and because they have that twin connection, she was able to connect with Lizzie, who was in transition, but like in the sleep spell or whatever. Before I knew that she was in a sleep spell, I thought it was like right before she woke up in transition, so she like wasn't dead, but she wasn't conscious, and she was able to connect with Josie. But when did she have that conversation? And like, she knows that Josie is looking for something to help Hope right now. So is she gonna do whatever she can to keep Hope from finding that out? The thing is, with the way they left Josie's storyline, like, that's going to be a loose end unless Kaylee Bryant comes back for at least one more episode, and it's going to be really hastily wrapped up if they come back for just one episode. So yeah, there's like, I'm interested in this. It definitely is like, okay, demigods, the Percy Jackson Disney Plus series has been announced, is a little
suspicious.
I do like the addition of these new characters. It's interesting that they're both gods. I'm guessing that there's some reason that they've both shown up at the same time, like there has to be, and so we'll find that out eventually. It seems like Cleo and Jed and MG are kind of going to be like the core 3 at the school. I don't like that Caleb is gone, and I'm a little confused because did Chris Lee also leave the show, or was he just gone for this episode? Is he going to come back now that the monster curse is resolved? I have a lot of questions, like I said. So yeah, definitely still like reeling from December 16th and still feeling sad about it, if y'all couldn't tell, if the greasy depression hair didn't give it away. As always, would like to hear your thoughts on the episodes, thoughts, criticisms, questions, things you enjoyed about the episode, thoughts about me continuing to do these reactions, because I do still feel a little weird about it. It just kind of felt like a lose-lose situation, because doing the reactions still makes me sad, but also not doing the reactions and the thought of like not having this little like sit down and talk about Legacies every Thursday while it's airing also makes me really sad. So thanks for hanging out with me, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video, whatever that may be. I'm waiting for my new laptop to ship. Editing is taking me forever. Goodbye.